Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is JMO back again, and we are just a few days away from the Black Ops 4 beta. But before that comes out, I wanted to go ahead and bring you a little bit of a kill confirm gameplay action in this video right here, and show you the power of the S-Mines. Even though this game has been out for a while, I don't see as many people using it. Oh, and you see me get my first kill with that S-Mine right there. So yeah, like I was saying, I don't see the S-Mines being used as much as all the other grenades, such as the the frags, the what's that stick looking one, the N74, the C4, the satchel charge, or whatever it's called. I don't see the S-Mines being used as much compared to those right there. Now, granted that in this Call of Duty I have seen the most lucky kills, and there you go, see another kill right there with the S-Mine. But as I was about to say, I will say that in this Call of Duty I have seen the most luckiest kills with those other grenades. It's almost as if like they're being controlled by remote control. You see people throwing a Hail Mary with a grenade, and it goes through a tree, bounces off a car, through a window, down the steps, makes a U-turn, and just happens to land where you are. So yes, I do see a lot of lucky kills with those grenades though, but you can get a lot more tactical kills with the S-Mines than you can with a lucky throw of one of those other grenades. Now, before I continue talking about the S-Mines, let me let you know what's going on in this gameplay. This is my third game of the night, pretty much playing by myself, with nothing but randoms. And the first couple of games, basically my team ended up getting overwhelmed. I seemed to get the randoms that all go negative, give the enemy their score streaks right away, running UAVs like within seconds from the match just starting. And again, that's pretty much on the first two games. They just fed them all their score streaks right away, from the UAVs all the way to the paratroopers, etc. So, and also the enemies, they seem to be running with nothing but shotguns. So anyways, I got frustrated, so I decided to go ahead and run my Lewis with Expeditionary and run 2 S-Mines. And so my main focus at this point is pretty much frustrate the enemy, don't allow them to get into the big score streaks, since they seem to be running UAVs all the time. Try to go ahead and provide my team our own UAVs throughout the whole match, and have a counter UAV ready for when they call theirs. Also, since they aggressively like pushing the spawn and trying to catch you from from a flank area, or try to get behind you and kill you from behind, I'm pretty much using that aggressiveness, knowing that they're going to be coming to me, and pretty much get that S-Mine and have it help me out, since it kind of seemed like most of my random teams weren't really helping me. It'll be just me and the S-Mines. Now, even though I do camp and I am a camper, you will still see me move around quite a bit, so I'm not pretty much staying in just one single area the whole time. So you will be seeing me move left to right, just different angles. And which speaking of which, I highly recommend, if you guys don't already have a backup controller, to go ahead and get yourself a backup controller. And the reason I was saying this is because for the last 3 weeks, up until just a couple days ago or so, I actually was blaming lag on an issue that I was having in this game, which was I could only take 1 or 2 steps trying to run, and then my character would stop running. Sometimes I would actually get lucky and be able to run for about 5 or 10 steps or so, but for the most part, 1 or 2 steps, my character stops running. So what that was creating is I was getting killed from behind a lot. I couldn't get to the areas that I want in time. A lot of times when I was engaged in a fight that I knew I was going to lose, I couldn't really escape it and retreat. So the only option that I had was pretty much engage into fights that I didn't want to get into, because I knew that they basically had the advantage, or basically take routes that I didn't necessarily want, all because I couldn't really move. all this time I was blaming it on lag, and turned out that it was just my controller. So, luckily I remembered that I had a backup controller, and as you can see me, I'm able to move around pretty much the way that I want. So anyways, speaking of the S-Mines, pretty much, I see a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people, even just in game, when they play, for those that use those regular grenades, the majority of them, what I notice is that as soon as the game starts, or, just at a random moment, they just basically chuck, the grenade, basically just hoping to get a lucky kill, not really giving it much thought, and very, very rarely do I see them get any kills. Now, granted that most of them, may not need that kill though, because they get a lot of kills with their weapon and score streaks themselves. But if you can get that extra kill, by actually thinking of what you're doing as opposed to just, a lucky throw, just why not go for that extra kill? Instead of using a grenade, if all you're going to do is just throw it up in the air and hoping for that kill, get yourself an S-Mine. If you're a rusher, just go ahead and put it in a high traffic area, and just forget about it, and more than likely, sooner or later, somebody's going to run through it and get yourself a nice, easy kill right there, as opposed to, once again, just leaving it all to luck. Now, if you're camping, if you're a camper like me, then the S-Mine should be your primary choice of a tactical to go ahead and use. And again, if you're a rusher, just go ahead and put it in a high traffic area. Sooner or later it's going to get you a kill. And worst case scenario, if it doesn't get you a kill and somebody happens to actually escape it and it goes off though, but it doesn't get you the kill, at least you'll know exactly where the enemy is, because as soon as you hear it go off and you see in the kill feed that it didn't get you that kill, you know exactly pretty much where the enemy is. So you can also use it to help you be aware where the enemy is. So again, personally, I think the S-Mine is a much better choice than the other grenades, except for the C4, like the satchel charge, that one, yeah, I will say that is a deadly one. If you're a rusher and you go around using it though, yeah, that can be deadly though, but you hardly ever see anybody use those. As a matter of fact, most of the rushers that I end up seeing don't even use the grenade at all. So if you're going to use a grenade equip but not actually use it in the game, why not equip an S-Mine? Just put it on the floor somewhere where it's not quite as easily able to be seen by the enemy, and more than likely you're going to get yourself an extra kill. Even if you get like 80, 90, 100 plus kills, hey, obviously you like getting kills, so why not get that extra one? Anyways, that's all I got to say about the S-Mines. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all later. Oh, and real quick, lately I have seen, new subscribers that have been joining my channel. I just want to go ahead and thank you guys also for my long-time supporters. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the support. Thanks again, and I will catch you all later. If you enjoyed this video and would like to keep up with upcoming new content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all soon.